Hey friends, what's going on in your world?
I've been all right.
Hey girl, what's up?
Well, here's a glimpse into the conversation I've been having lately.
Your hair wasn't like that yesterday. Why do you keep changing it?
Clearly this isn't new for us. Has something like this ever happened to you? Yes, I got my hair done yesterday.
Do you follow Kalu? She had her hair like yours, and people were hating in the comments.
Well, she is wearing box braids.
What's the big deal? It's just braids.
When black women and girls braid their hair, it is a part of a cultural tradition. If you want to understand the comments, you need to know about the history and politics of black hair. Trust, it's rarely just hair.
Facts. Braided hairstyles are a part of the culture enslaved Africans brought with them to the Americas. Hairstyles were used to show a person's identity, religion, or their tribe. But once the enslaved got to America, African hair was compared to the European hair. The better a slave's hair was, and by better, I mean curlier, or with a texture closer to the master's, the more privileges they received. You know, like the difference between the enslaved that worked in the fields and those that worked in the house. So literally, during slavery, the lighter your skin and the curlier your hair, the closer they were to the privileges of working in the house. Enslaved people with kinkier hair wore braids for a lot of different reasons. One reason was to manage and protect it. I mean, just think about having a pillow fight and what happens when the pillow breaks. Now imagine what it's like when a lot of slaves are picking cotton. That's a lot of cotton to pick out of your hair every day.
The enslaved were very smart and they used braids to resist. It makes a whole lot of sense to me that braids could be used as maps for escape. In this book called Hair Story, I also read that enslaved people would use braids as a map to freedom. I think that means that sometimes they might remind those escaping whether the path is on the left side or the right side of the road, or the number of braids a person had in their hair would remind them of something they needed to count, like oak trees or houses on a path. And then they sometimes braided rice into their hair so they wouldn't starve during the middle passage or while they were trying to escape.
So it's never been just hair. For black women and girls, it's so much more. It's a big decision. Sometimes it seems like for black women and girls, we have to wear our hair a certain way just to be on the path of success or even participate. Like if you want to play sports or be in color guard, a straight ponytail is what you need, even though it can cause heat damage to our hair. Or say you want to experiment with color. We are more likely to be dress coded. Even when some teachers talk about career readiness, they use words like wild and unprofessional to describe our hair.
They make comments like Mr. Price.
Right. It's like we get labeled for it, but when people like Kalu wears it, she gets likes and followers. And in school, it's no different. Some of the teachers act like they've never seen the hairstyle before, and it's so unique. Like it's cool and fresh for her, but a distraction or unbecoming on us. So some black women and girls feel away because they feel like they should have the hair that they want without being unfairly judged and to be acknowledged for the hair trends we create.
Did you know that in many states today, it is legal to discriminate against a person in the workplace or in schools because of their natural hair or protective hairstyle?
Have you ever heard of Wendy Green? She's a legal expert behind the Crescent Act, and she's from Columbia, South Carolina. She's a law professor and educates students and communities about the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and how it covers hair, too. The Crescent Act prohibits discrimination based on a person's hair texture or hairstyle if that style or texture is commonly associated with a particular race or national origin. It basically says that a person should have the freedom to embrace their natural, physical appearances in social, political, and corporate spaces and be free from bias based on the body they were born in or the hair they were born with.
Now that's respecting the crown. Wendy Green is that girl.
I agree. It's okay to appreciate culture, but you don't have to wear your hair like that to do so. A compliment goes a long way, and respect even further.
I'm glad you broke it down to me like that. I still think it looks cool, but now I understand the comments. Do you think Wendy Green has TikTok? I want to follow her.
Probably not TikTok, but she does have Twitter. Check her out. That was a success. I'm proud of us.
As you should be.
Stay slaying lessons like your edges.
Y'all do the most. Until next time, peace.